And that's the debate that I want to pick up on the Newshour tonight. Dr. Sambit Patra, Tehseen Poonawalla still with us, and Tehseen Poonawalla, I'm asking you a serious question. This is not about politics. This is about the fact that first it was the Prime Minister who was on target. Then there were several lawyers, advocates who received these threatening calls. Today, Times Now's office newsroom has got this call of threats. And clearly, these hardliners, so-called Khalistan elements, the K factor, is playing into India's security. Do you think the Congress is rightly thinking out its strategy when it is putting aside this threat to the country and actually indulging in politics on the security of the Prime Minister?
Navika, at the onset, to the Times Now family, to everybody, we must take this very, very seriously. And as you put out in your documents, that this has been going on since December, and Pak handles in Pakistan was after this. So I have a limited point, which I hope Dr. Patra will, without whataboutery, answer. What is Mr. Arvind Kumar, the IB chief, Samant Goel, the RAW chief, and Ajit Doval, GDNSC chief, doing when we knew these threats were there to the Honorable Prime Minister and to our media and judiciary? I mean, from Pathankot to Pulwama, from China and Ladakh to Delhi riots, to now even the Prime Minister being stranded, Ajit Doval has continuously failed. Why doesn't Ajit Doval just step down and leave his post? The man seems to be failing every single time. I mean, we have at Times Now is evidence of what's happening since December on the Honorable Prime Minister, and he has no clue about it. So I think this is extremely serious. I wish everybody security.
But Poonawalla, that's what the agencies were trying to do in Punjab. It was the Punjab police, the Punjab government did not play ball over there. And let's not get into, finger pointing, because there have been several, you can say, intel failures, that 2008, 2611 happened. We can continue.
But Mr. Doval seems to be failing all the time. He failed in Pathankot, Pulwama.
That despite every effort, the terror lobby needs just one success. We, the people of India, need our forces to be successful every single time to thwart the ideas, the attempts of the terror lobby. And that is the question that I'm saying why the Congress did not take seriously. And Dr. Patra, isn't that the moot point? The people can change. Today it was this Prime Minister, tomorrow it can be another. But will we play into the hands of hardliners and terrorists in order to get a one-upmanship on politics?
See, Navika, this is a very serious issue. And as you rightly pointed out, Prime Minister of India, without taking the name of the Prime Minister, is a constitutional post, does not belong to a political party. He is the pride of the country, and so his protection is of paramount importance, number one. Number two, I'm extremely sorry, because of the political compulsions of the Congress party. Today, I would go a step forward to say that initially what probably was a careless act, which probably appeared as a careless act, today it appears as a connivance. Was it a careless act of the Punjab police, or was it connivance is something which the people of the country are asking? Because had it been a careless act, the kind of things that are cropping up gradually, that despite the fact that the top police officials knew about these threats, they allowed the Prime Minister to venture into the danger zone and stay in the danger zone for long 20 minutes is something that the country wants to know, because we have seen that police officers of Punjab, they had been reporting to the top officials of Punjab that there is a roadblock. But despite knowing that there was a roadblock, the top officials did not act, number one. Number two, despite the fact that 1st and 2nd January, there was ASL, that is Advanced Security Liaison, and there was rehearsal of contingency plans on 4th of January, one day prior to Prime Minister's arrival in Punjab. Why was it that the Punjab police were saying and the Punjab government was saying that we were caught unaware?
In all seriousness today, collusion or coincidence? Because coincidence can be forgiven, collusion can't. And if deliberately these so-called threats had been highlighted and these problems had been highlighted, and yet the Punjab political dispensation did not think it necessary to react, then people will call this collusion. There is no other definition for it.
Very important question, and I would urge Dr. Patra to answer one simple question today to the viewers, because we've had two prime ministers who lost their lives and become martyrs, Indira ji and Rajiv ji. Dr. Patra, the air cover to the Honorable Prime Minister in Punjab was given by the BSF by 50 drones. Why did they not cover to the SPG behind on a secure channel that there was a roadmap ahead? And there were 4 cars that go ahead of the Prime Minister's cavalcade, 2 warning cars, 2 pilot cars by the SPG, not Punjab
Police. So you want the entire police blast to be given a clean sheet? You want the political establishment to be given a clean sheet, and in a state where law and order is with the state government, only the BSF, the Central Paramilitary Forces, the SPG should act on an island. Dr. Patra, 30 seconds to you, respond to that.
And also on the intelligence failure of Ajit Doval, please, if I can get that.
See, Navika, technically and very importantly, as far as the blue book of SPG is concerned, it is quite categorical. It states that when the Prime Minister visits any state, it is the responsibility of the DGP and the state police to give him the security. It is the responsibility of the SPG to give him proximate, that is body security, as per the SPG Act 1988, number 1. Number 2, as far as the pilot car is concerned, remember in this case, it was the SSP Bhatinda, that means a Punjab police officer who was piloting the whole cavalcade of Prime Minister, and astonishingly he himself, in one of the exposes yesterday, it comes out that he was also kept in dark because the police control room does not inform the pilot car and the SSP Bhatinda.
The question
that
really
there is a roadblock ahead.
For political brownie points, is security being given a go-by? Does this augur well for the security of the common man in this country? That's the question people of India are asking. With that, it's a wrap on the News Hour tonight. Good night, viewers, for joining me on the News Hour, and I continue to implore you to keep safe, to follow COVID protocol, because it's spreading like wildfire. Stay indoors, stay masked, and follow COVID appropriate behavior. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.